I will also create the rest using the test generator. First, for middle view number 2. The Zoom registration number is at the end. And number 1 is the phone number, which I will copy here below. Next, let's use PhoneNum and setPhoneNum. And we'll use this for number 2. Please comment this out and check if it runs well. It seems to be working fine without any issues. Next, let's go to middle 1. And remove this part. Since we no longer need the styles here, let's remove them and also remove this. And it's a bit confusing to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's remove it like this here. Instead of 5, let's change it to name. And then change it to name again. And after changing it to this PhoneNum, let's proceed with the changes. Let's also change this to name in name PhoneNum. The register part is a bit complicated. But for now, I've declared it outside by cutting the mid view. And the test generator will clearly show the name test. Next, I will change this. Middle view 2 to an R text input. Then, I will change the Styles tool here to a style. And then change it to a style file. Next, I will change this to props value and change it to props on change. I will also change this to props on focus. Let's change it to set border color instead of focus. As you can see, there are now 2 text inputs here. So, instead of this, I will create a text input. Generator that returns only the text input. This part will now be removed. And the value will be passed back to the text. Input generator as props. Value. Here, we will receive props and then pass it back here. Next, for onChange, we will use props, onChange. And for set border color, we will pass it as props, set border color. Finally, max length will be passed. As props, max length. As I was working on this part, I realized that it can just be cut out. I don't think it's necessary to send it through twice. Here, I will just use text input generator for my RNUM onChange. I will create R1 and R2. I will pass R1 and set max length to 6. Then pass the width as 45 since it's 45. For the percentage, I will copy this part to RNUM2. Then R2 will be 1 and 8%. After that, I will copy this again. For the value, I will just set it to 6 zeros. Not sending onChange, and for border color, it will be white. Width will be 37. And I won't send max length. Lastly, these two important ones will be set up like this. Go here and now. It's not true, but props. Here, I will now write the R text input. After sending it as a set, the next thing I missed is, what about the additional border? Bottom color, props. Border bottom color. A bit of color. Let's copy border bottom color R1. And pass it to R2. This is a bit ambiguous because this part should change to red. But it's a bit unclear. If you change this part to 100, it attacks woe like before. It also suggests a mobile phone number. Here, like 010. 4411, and there was an error of about 12, which is quite generous. What kind of error is it? I initialized phonenum and RNUM to 0. But when you input it as text, The return values are all strings, which is why this error occurs. So if you change it, I can't save it. Because my MacBook is out of storage. So I will take a break from recording for a moment.